What up, guys? Here's another video. Myron GPS. This video is sponsored by Psychopath.fun, a new company I started. Cool shirts and hoodies and everything else. So let's get started. About 2 months ago, let's say March, I decided I didn't like living alone anymore after that horrible relationship. So I decided to move into a roommate situation down in the middle of the city. Awesome. And it's been great. Actually, it's been too great. Going out to the clubs and meeting people, some bringing back home, and some waiting in front of my doorstep. Well, downstairs at least. Anyways, um, I decided to uh, talk a little crazy one day. It seems like we have, you know, areas that are common. And obviously, each week somebody has to clean a common area. And there's this one second week I was here, I think. The trash is just piling up, climbing up the walls. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, you have to go downstairs to leave the apartment. We're on the fifth floor. And look at the tall walls. They're like 4 meters. Anyways, you have to leave the building each time to exit the building. And guess what? The trash cans are downstairs when you leave the building, which means every day that you have to leave, you actually pretty much have to walk past the trash can. So there's no reason that the trash should be piling up, right? Okay. So there's some lazy people who just refuse to do what they're supposed to do, either out of being too busy or just not caring. So there's this one guy who there's notes everywhere, and he just leaves his hair like all over the toilet. We have a public life, a private life, and a secret life, and of course he doesn't want his secret life to be exposed to his public life. But in his secret life, which everybody else has to deal with, he deliberately leaves his pubic hairs all over the toilet. And when I say deliberate, I mean deliberate. I'll go in there and I'll clean the toilet because obviously I'm not going to sit on somebody's pubic hairs. And then he'll go in right after me and do it again. Like, so if I need to use the bathroom again, I have to actually remove this guy's pubic hairs off the toilet. You know me. Generally, if this was not a Poland situation where I was sitting in Poland, that would have happened nonce. And when it did happen, he would have been visited. We would have had a little chat about this. Okay, there's notes everywhere, so obviously he knows what he's doing. People before have told him before I moved here, well, hence the notes. You know, take your hairs, and yeah, he does it deliberately because sometimes they're just like strategically placed. How nasty is that? Sick guy. Anyways, he happens to be friends with the other guy who happens to be a police, which I didn't know. So one day, when I was first here, I simply said, "Man, who is this guy that lives in this room right here?" Because it says on the refrigerator it's his week. He has to walk past the trash, and he has to do that every day, and he just lets it crawl up the wall. Doesn't like do what he's supposed to do. You're supposed to keep your common areas clean for 1 week. He does half does everything once. And I guess he figures since he's done it once, it doesn't matter how dirty it gets again. There's many things that he just refuses to clean. So, me being me, said, "Hey, who is this guy?" And I asked the wrong person, which happened to be Harry, who leaves his pubic hairs all over the place. And he said, "Well, he's a very busy guy. He's a police officer and this and that." And I said, "Well, yeah, I get it. But he has to walk past the trash can every day. And why can't he just, do what he's supposed to do? Like, we're all supposed to do what we're supposed to do." So I guess he went back and told his boyfriend, and now he's got like this little thing against me. So he went and told his, meaning the police officer. So he went and told his girlfriend. So one day I come in and I say hello to everybody, and his girlfriend ignores me, so I say it again, hello, and she, hello, so obviously, uh, the the cop dude was, doing some pillow talking and telling his girlfriend that I'm such a bad guy because I expect him to do what he's supposed to do, and it is what it is. So about 2 weeks ago, just go to the bathroom, and there's a cell phone sitting in the bathroom. People are asking me, hey, is this your cell phone? Bringing it to me. I'm asking everybody, is this your cell phone? Everybody in the house said no, which meant it could only be one person's cell phone. I hear his cell phone going off in the room, so obviously that's an extra cell phone. Okay? But meanwhile, again, remember, I asked everyone in the house, and some people asked me in the house, is this your phone? Everybody said no. Didn't ask the cop guy because obviously I already knew what was going on. So I guess either he decided he was going to record us in the shower or record us, on the bathroom toilet, or he decided he was going to do an unauthorized sting operation. I guess I was supposed to be so stupid. I was supposed to grab the phone and try to steal it, which, by the way, bro, if you want somebody to steal something, at least get something that has some type of quality to it. I mean, it was like the brokest, oldest, just wrong. The phone was just wrong in every way. I think you probably could have sold it for, you might have had to pay somebody to take the phone. It was just wrong. The phone was old and just no. So I guess he thought somebody was going to be hard up and desperate. Me, meaning go steal the phone. I have two phones, and both of my phones are 10 times better than that phone. So he left it in the bathroom. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 1 week. And going on like the second week, the battery started to die. So now this thing is blinking a red light, and everyone, well, some people have touched the phone and they brought it to me. So obviously their fingerprints are on it, but mine's aren't because I wouldn't touch the phone. Anyways, so now one day I noticed it's blinking a red light, blink, 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 and I'm thinking to myself, okay, so what are we being recorded when we shower, or maybe the battery's dying? Who knows? Okay, so obviously it was number two. The battery was dying, and wouldn't you know it? Right after the phone stopped blinking, battery died. The very next few hours, the phone disappeared. So here's where it gets interesting. I am trying to be set up by Harry and I guess his cop friend. I guess they decided to get together and try to set me up or whatever with a phone worth, I don't know, 50 grosh, maybe. That's like, I don't know, like 12 cents American. Seriously, you got to see the phone. And I'm just like, damn, 2 years ago, I was talking to some police officers and they were just real cool. And I just thought, you know what? I'm going to do something for my country, the country I'm in. I'm going to create an English PDF, MP3, and just I'm going to list everything in English that a police would have to say in every situation, from the worst situation to just walking across the street with on a red light. Yeah, it was 2 hours of recording, and I can't even tell you how long it took to write out. And I did that for the police for free. I said, I'm going to teach every police officer in the country of Poland occupational English for free. For me, it's an accomplishment. And for them, it's a cool thing. So, anyways, I finish it. I call Warsaw. I have my ex girlfriend call Warsaw, email them, say, hey, listen, we have this MP3 for you for free, PDF. It's English with Polish underneath. And then you have the MP3 so you can hear the pronunciations. It's everything from A to Z that you'll ever need to know when you stop a foreigner that speaks English for free. Pass it around, give it to every police officer, so then that way, they can do their jobs. And, obviously the city's going to make more money because tickets and things like that. They call them mandates here. So I'm doing something right for the police. She calls, we email, and they got the secretary who's, not really, she's a secretary. Here's a free thing. Give it to the commander. Oh, you have to get in line and you have to do it the right way. You have to put a bid on the job and then they have to. No, you don't have to do a bid when you're giving away something for free. Okay, so this was fruitless. So finally, I said, well, let me go localized. I went to the localized police department, had them called and emailed. Dude was real cool. Finally got through to him and he was like, send it. So sent it to him. He said a few days later, okay, yeah, I checked it over. But, this is not free, obviously. It was like, no, 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 it's free. So he shot back and he said, okay, if it's free, say it again and I'll push one button and it'll go to 2,000 police officers. I said, push the button. He said he likes it. He said he used it himself. And he said, after this COVID situation, because it was during, the 2000, 21, 2020 COVID, whatever time. And he was like, after this COVID situation and the lockdown, he was like, I would like you to come and, go to different locations and teach this to the police officers. And I was like, yeah, cool, cool, cool. So it's crazy. I'm sitting here trying to make or do something right for the entire country, just to contribute, just to be a good citizen. And then you get these individuals, and this does not represent the entire police department, obviously, but you get these individuals who decide, let me go ahead and set him up and try to get him locked up and, lose his job and his place to stay and, lose everything just because I didn't take care of what I was supposed to do. And somebody said something to me. So now I'm going to try to set them up and ruin their life and, make it hard for them. Ironically, which happens to be the same people, because I actually told him, hey, at the beginning, I was like, yo, bro, check it out. I got this MP3 with everything you need to know in English for your occupation. And, video, all that. Well, not video, MP3, PDF in Polish and English, and just go ahead and translate it. And I hear his homeboy Harry right now tiptoeing by my door listening. He's a little sneaky bastard. Anyway, um, I just want to let you guys know what was going on. Obviously, you see, there's no bruises on my body. I'm clean. Rib shot, clean. So, blink, blink. So, you see the condition I'm in real clearly. So I don't know if he get him and his little friends and they try to rush me and all this other stuff like that. You already know. When they took me, I was straight, and I'm just putting it out there so you guys know if anything jumped off, you guys know what went on. So that's it. Another Myron GPS video. Yeah.